The Great Resignation continues with a near record number of people quitting their jobs.
Yeah, but the wages here in Utah are not keeping up with the pace of inflation here. News specialist Ladd Egan live in Sandy for us tonight on what this means for Utah families. Ladd?
Yeah, we know that Utah families are struggling with inflation, and that means many looking for a new job to increase their take-home pay. But this process, combined with the labor shortages, can actually fuel inflation as companies who are paying higher salaries then raise prices on consumers.
The risk of that from a broad economic standpoint is that puts us into a wage price spiral that continues to increase inflation over time.
Phil Dean, the public finance senior fellow at the Kempsey Gardner Policy Institute, says inflation has people looking for better pay.
It's one thing if inflation is high for 1 or 2 or 3 months, but now we're coming up on a year of these elevated inflation levels, and I think it's past the point where people are just willing to sit back and accept that.
According to a new report out today from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 4.4 million Americans quit their jobs in February. At the same time, there were more jobs than job seekers, with 11.3 million job openings. That's hovering just below the all-time high seen back in December. That imbalance can mean opportunities for a bigger paycheck, but so far, an analysis by the Gardner Institute says Utahns aren't winning the battle with inflation.
Basically, wages are growing here in Utah, but inflation is growing much faster than that. And so when you combine those, it means that people are losing purchasing power.
That analysis looked at real wages when you adjust for inflation, showing that at the end of last year, Utah experienced a 3.2% year-over drop in real average wages as inflation continued to rise. This represents one of the sharpest declines in real wages in Utah's history. Because of the labor shortage, Dean says companies are going to have to work to keep their employees.
Like it or not, firms are going to have to start paying higher wages or their employees are going to end up elsewhere.
Dean says it's also a good idea for employees to know what competitive pay is for their industry and look for opportunities to get a bigger paycheck either at their current job or a new job. And Mike, we've talked a lot about what the Fed is doing to fight inflation, raising interest rates this year. The goal of that is also to bring balance back to the job market, but that is a delicate balancing act that's going to take some time.